Tigers players improved in the second half of that quarter, there for a 5-minute period or thereabouts. There were a few players not willing to go in for the hard ball, but they seem to get their minds back on the job, and therefore they've got the 2-goal lead at quarter time.
Yeah, some of the better players, well, for the Tigers...
Definitely Dean Walker so far.
Dean Walker definitely has played well. Bevan hasn't done much yet. Rodney Cornish has had a few touches, and...
Gary Kingston proving elusive as usual on the forward line.
Gary Kingston's been a very handy player, and also number 2, Philip Messenger, has had quite a few touches as well.
2 Halls for Boat Harbour have been playing well for them in the first quarter. Adrian Hall and also Ashley Hall,
yes,
their
Adrian and
cousins.
Ashley, yes, and also Bradley Potts around the grounds had a few kicks.
Andrew McLaren, when switched to the forward line, was in it even more, kicking a goal, and
yes.
Lovely kick to the top of the goal square with Blue Atkinson finishing off the fine kick with a goal.
Yes, there's been too many of the Blues that haven't really been sighted yet. Danny Wilson's hardly had a touch. Andrew Miller's hardly had a touch. Jason Beswick hasn't done much yet. Jamie Butcher hasn't had a touch.
It will be interesting to see whether or not Peter Marshall goes into the ruck, because at the moment, whilst he is getting kicks, he's getting them too far out from goal to score himself, and Dean Walker is getting quite a bundle of kicks, so I think he'd probably be better served in the ruck.
Yes, I think they'd nearly be better served with him in the ruck, and probably Mark Pearce at centre-half forward.
I don't think his fitness would be any worry, so I can't really understand why he isn't in the ruck.
No, he's certainly got reach advantage on anybody else in the league, and it seems a pity to see that advantage wasted.
Dale Highland on the forward line snapped a goal in that quarter too, so proving that he still knows where the goals are. I'm a bit surprised that he didn't line up on the back line.
Yes, he's played the last couple of games in the forward line. He's kicked a goal each of his last 3 or 4 games, and so he's really amazed me this year, the turn of pace that he's been able to produce. And Dale's always been fairly slow, but he's been able to get away from his man a bit just in the first 5 metres or so, and if you give somebody like Dale a 5 metre start, you can't stop them.
Well, either team have players that are down at the moment that can certainly lift. If Don Zylstra comes into the play a bit more for Brooklyn, well, they could certainly widen their margin a little bit. Trenham kicked 1 goal, but from all reports, his goal kicking through the season's been pretty good too. 14 goals in the roster season, so if he comes alight, Brooklyn could look forward to a few more goals. But on Boat Harbour side of the ledger, Marcus Rosetto could get a little bit more of the ball, and
yes, he hasn't had much, has he?
Jason Beswick, if he could fire up, Peter Marshall, if he could fire up, certainly yes. We could have quite a few more goals in this quarter.
Yes, Michael Palmer's had a few touches, but he's tried to do too much at times, I think, and a lot of his good work's come undone. But here we go, ready for the second one.
Peter Dixon holds the ball in the air. Quarter number 2. Pearce against Walker in the ruck. Pearce wins easily onto McLaren. Kick to centre-half forward for Boat Harbour. Peter Marshall spills yet another one.
Jason Beswick having the shot for goal and straight through.
We mentioned him just a moment ago, and
yes.
He's kicked his first for Boat Harbour.
That's just the start that Boat Harbour needed to peg back that lead.
So many games of football are won by clear possessions out of the centre. The more that you can get out of the centre cleanly, the easier it is to get fast goals.
Yes, it is, and it was good work there by Peter Marshall, because Bevan French had to sit on that one, and he just tapped it over his head, and Jason Beswick was running into the space, and he had made no mistake of the kick.
Even if Peter Marshall isn't taking marks, he gives them someone to look for, and you know the ball's going to go to the ground. He'll either try and take the mark or force it down.
Yes.
Dean Walker from the centre bounce, hand pass
Ooh.
to no one in particular. Ashley Hall onto Andrew McLaren.
Yes.
Kick to the forward flank for Boat Harbour, but the Brooklyn Tigers player should get there first.
He didn't, though.
A little bit slow.
Yes. Bevan French and Jimmy Hendricks. Jimmy Hendricks reads that better, but still in play.
Bevan French has the run of the ball here if he can pick it up before the line. He has just. And the ball's finally out of bounds after a fairly scrambly passage of play.
Yes, fairly desperate. There's a lot of pressure on there. There's a bit of work done in the ruck there by Pearce, and it goes over the back to Rodney Wright. Rodney Cornish off the ground, but straight to Adrian Hall.
Gets his kick away, but another high kick makes it hard for the forward line players.
Jason Beswick couldn't hold it, but Blue Atkinson's got it, but it sprays the kick out. But Matty Ferguson, can he pick it up? No, it's going to be a Tigers man to clear.
Definitely
no,
tackled too high to Brooklyn's
high.
Tiger player.
Who's that? Paul Bakes, isn't it?
Yes, Paul Bakes. Last line of defence.
We might have run over the mark there a bit too.
Another high kick. Picked up by Cornish. Kicks it towards the middle of the ground.
Here comes Jamie Butcher. No, bundled out of the way. And a good mark there to Bradley Potts at about centre half back. See whether they can set something up here.
Good length in his kick to centre half forward, and a lovely grab by Peter Marshall.
Just too much reach there, I think.
Didn't like the attention there of Dean Walker.
Blue Atkinson on the lead. Can he get it? No.
Probably spoilt
Paul
one of his
Bakes
own teammates there.
Out of defence again. He's getting a few touches this quarter.
He's been in amongst the action in the opening couple of minutes of this second quarter. Peter Dixon will bounce the ball down between the forward flank and full forward position for Boat Harbour. No clear winner in the rucking duel. Boat Harbour player hand passes the ball away. Brooklyn Tigers in the van, kick off the ground, and Adrian Hall the first player to it for Boat Harbour. Long kick forward. Con Donnelly drops the mark. Well, that was fairly interesting. He was being tackled, being held by one arm, and placed the ball down, a bit like a touchdown in rugby.
A bit like a rugby touchdown, yeah.
Would have been a bit hard trying to penalise for that because he was being held by the arm, so
yes.
Probably a wise decision by the umpire to let it go.
Yes, I think so. I think
Dean Walker onto Bevan French. Good delivery from Bevan to Paul Trenham.
Paul Trenham, yes. He
on the true wing position.
Should be able to set something up here for Tigers.
Yet another high kick. I think both teams have to look at their delivery to their forward lines.
Anthony Cornish off the ground.
Brooklyn Tigers player had the perfect sit there but couldn't take the mark.
Not 10 metres, so there's a bit of pressure on there on the Blues back
line. Good pick up there by Dale Highland. Not a bad snap, but a behind for Brooklyn.
No, it's out of bounds. It hit the point post. I thought that was through, but a bit deceiving there.
The wind certainly is holding the ball up at the bowling green end of the ground, making it hard for snapshots and deliberate shots on goal. Greg Price brings the ball back into play. Yes. Don Zylstra at the top of the goal square has a chance, but the ball's been whisked away by Boat Harbour.
You see the Blues have got the runner out. Brad Hanson's out. Whether there's going to be some changes made.
Shot on goal by Brooklyn Tigers player across the face. Out of bounds on the full. Bolton kicks back in for Boat Harbour. But Dean Walker first to the ball. His kick.
No, it's not going to come around.
Not a very good one.
No.
A behind.
We better go with what the scoreboard says until we know it's right. But
4-3-27, 3-3-21. So far it's Brooklyn Tigers leading by 1 goal. Long kick into play by Andrew McLaren, but straight to a Brooklyn Tigers player.
That's Brendan Murray. Brendan is his name, that's right.
Not a bad kick to the forward line this time. Don Zylstra was ready for the sit, but didn't go for the mark. Adrian Hall trying to break free, gets a handball clear.
Comes out to Hendricks. Can he get his kick in there?
Jimmy gets his kick towards the wing.
It's out to Jason Beswick, but over his head and Peter Marshall.
Peter Marshall has the sit. Academy Award there, I think, for Peter Marshall.
I think he was playing for the free kick, and you've really got to wait for the whistle to go and just keep playing the ball.
A good mark by Andrew McLaren. I think the umpires are doing the right thing. They're only paying the genuine free kick.
Yes. Oh, that was a bit of a lucky one. You might have spoke too soon there.
I think the whistle was blown a bit quick, but we'll take that one. I'm sure Fred Pearce will enjoy that one. A good kick to the forward line.
A good mark there by Peter Marshall.
Coming into his own a little bit now. Maybe I could have been wrong saying he should be playing in the ruck.
Yes.
But possibly he's enjoying a bit more freedom with Dean Walker playing in the ruck away from him. Bevan French being a little bit shorter.
One thing in the league this year, though, in general, the ruckmen have been a bit shorter than what they were last year. The taller players, like Brooklyn Tigers, had the big fella in Darren Puker last year. Well, they haven't got him this year.
Ball out of bounds yet again.
It gives Peter Marshall a bit of a luxury because he's got so much advantage on everybody else.
Deep into Boat Harbour's attacking zone, the forward pocket. The table cape end of the ground.
Andrew McLaren goes up and comes to Rod Cornish. Brad Blizzard flips over and lets in Jimmy Hendricks now.
Having a bit of a dirty game so far as Brad Blizzard.
Yes, he's not really had a touch, and a good mark out of Andrew McLaren right on the boundary line.
Now this will be a testing shot. He's going to pass off to Adrian Hall.
Adrian Hall to have a shot from about 30 out.
Yeah, it's just inside the 40-metre line, so about 35 metres out from goal.
Probably kick from about 35.
Should be able to make the distance. Accuracy is the telling question.
Yes, straight over the goal umpire's head.
A goal to Boat Harbour as an interchange is made for the Brooklyn Tigers team. On is Julian French, and off is Zabo. So it's 4 goals, 3-27 apiece. 2 goals so far this quarter to Boat Harbour. About the 10-minute mark of the second quarter.
So Blues have clawed their way back and...
Blair Davis to put the ball down in the centre of the ground. That's a good bounce.
Bit of a scramble in the middle, but comes out to Bevan French.
Good long kick to the forward line. Yes. Dale Highland caught out of position, but eager to contest it on the ground.
Comes out to Tony Smith, but he gives it straight off to Paul Trenham, who... No, Rodney Cornish has got the ball right in front of goal, but
he'll have a shot.
Through. Yeah, he'll have it. He's missed it, though.
Normally a fairly safe bet that he gets the ball anywhere near goal, he'll have a ping.
Yes.
Schmidt's about to bring the ball into play for Boat Harbour.
Looks like Boat Harbour Blues have called for the doctor. Their interchange player Les Roberts-Thompson has arrived off the flight from Melbourne, so hopefully we'll see him in action soon. I thought that was going the other way there, but I think Peter Dixon might have indicated the wrong way for a start.
Boat Harbour towards centre half forward, but it's been picked up by Cameron onto French, and he kicks it towards the forward flank for Brooklyn team. Jamie Butcher makes a gallant attempt. I think he was going for a classic catch. Jason Beswick falls over.
Yes, lost the ball there.
Phil Messenger on to Bevan French. He's got plenty of time to have a look up the field and kick it towards the forward flank.
Kicks well, Bevan, doesn't he? He always looks for somebody who kicks long, which...
Yes, you can definitely see he's played Northwestern Football Union games. Quite a few with Smithton and also quite a few games with Wynyard. And he's marked the ball.
It makes a lot of difference in this sort of competition too, if you do kick the ball long, because it usually takes a couple of kicks to get it back again.
Well, we've just given him a wrap, and he missed a pass then to Messenger. Overshot with the kick just a little bit. That's out of bounds wide of the wing. With the score 4 goals 4-28 to 4 goals 3-27.
Ball with Anthony Cornish.
Kicks the ball into the middle of the ground. Dean Walker has a run of the ball. Met solidly.
Rodney Jones there kicked it straight into his opponent. There's a bit of fumbling going on there.
Marcus Rossetto gets a quick kick at the ball, but it goes straight up in the air.
Off the ground by Julian French. Puts Jamie Butcher in for his first kick of the game, I think. No, he can't get away. He's been penalised.
A little bit slow with disposal that time, so he's been penalised. And the kick's going to Faulkner. A high kick deep into the forward line for Brooklyn. Don Zylstra sets himself but doesn't take the mark. Here's a go for the Brooklyn Tigers and a goal.
Who was that? Just wait for him
to
turn
around. We'll pick up the player in just a moment, but the quick kick came from Dale Highland. Number 39 is Faulkner.
Jeff Faulkner, yes.
He's had a couple of chances
Yes.
in the game so far. Spilled a couple of marks, so be pleased to be in the scorebook.
Yes, it might just set him up now. He's got that first one out of the way and he just might go on with it from there.
Well, so far the pattern of the game has been Brooklyn Tigers will kick a goal or two and then Boat Harbour will strike back, but Brooklyn Tigers so far have been able to steady each time and kick that goal or two to steady the ship.
Yes, I think Boat Harbour tend to be catching up all the time, and if that continues all day, I think Tigers will probably run out close winners. But
this next goal, or the next couple of goals before half-time will be very important.
Here's a free kick to Dale Highland.
Kicks to a lead for Don Zylstra, but kicks a little bit too long.
Schmidt.
Tony Schmidt has the ball. That was a bit malicious.
He's lost it. He's taken it off him.
I think the ball's going the other way. A bit silly.
That was a silly play, that was.
So Gary Kingston has a kick.
Really no need for that. He had the ball, and one of the things in football, if you've got the ball, you don't play around like that.
He's kicked, and Rodney Cornish has marked the ball. He'll be having a kick from about 15 metres out on a slight angle. Shouldn't have too much trouble kicking this one. But he has kicked a point.
He's missed it. That was very lucky there for Tony Schmidt, really, because it would have been a goal that...
Looked as though he thought that was going to be a certainty and didn't take enough time over his kick.
Yes.
Just blazed away.
Easy. Yes, if there could be one criticism of Rodney Cornish's game is his casual attitude at times, and he could be a very good player if he applied his mind to it.
That certainly could have been one that Brooklyn dearly would have loved to have got. There's a little bit of niggling going out.
Yes.
Going on the ground at the moment. Dale Highland has the ball. Hand passes to no one in particular, though.
Jamie Butcher kicks off the ground, but straight
Rodney French has the ball.
Rodney Wright.
Sorry, Rodney Wright.
Yeah.
He'll be kicking from about 40 metres. So this kick will test him. With the wind swirling to this end of the ground. Will be slightly right to left. Terrible kick off the boot.
Poor kick, yes. Andrew Miller there running the ball out in front of him. Good play there.
Brian Cameron's
going to run out of room. No.
Very good work onto Faulkner, but his kick smothered. Dale Highland has the ball. Hand passes over to Don Zylstra.
His kick smothered and out of bounds.
A good smother by Adrian Hall.
A bit of pressure there for the Blues back line, but they stood up to it quite well. But it's still on there. They've still got to get the ball out of there. So
a fairly crowded forward line at the moment for Brooklyn Tigers, so they're making scoring opportunities very hard.
Yes, nobody at home here for the Blues. It's nearly all Tigers.
Brad Blizzard flicks the ball forward. Rodney Wright kicks it forward, but a very crowded forward line yet again.
Ooh,
and you'll notice, Ray, that most of the players are sticking to one side of the ground.
Yes, there's not much play at all out this side.
Now players heading in all sorts of directions. The pass is on.
Mark Pearce has it, yes. He's going to get caught here, I feel. No. Peter Marshall can't quite grab it, but Matty Ferguson runs onto it and had to kick high to get over his man and lost the distance that time. Oh, that's nearly deliberately out.
Out of bounds.
He didn't really make much attempt to keep it in, but I suppose he didn't have much option either.
Between the forward flank and full forward position for Boat Harbour, so ball got up the other end of the ground fairly quickly. At the moment it's Brooklyn Tigers 5-5-35, Boat Harbour 4-3-27, 8-point lead to the Brooklyn Tigers. A hurried kick, but Adrian Hall has the mark. He'll be looking to
mark on the 40-metre line.
He's push Boat Harbour well into attack. He's passed to Andrew McLaren. He'll be kicking from just inside 40 metres. A good kick. He kept it flat and kept it straight. A goal to Boat Harbour.
He's the first dual goal kicker for the match.
Yes, 2 goals to Andrew McLaren. The score is 5 goals, 5-35 to the Brooklyn Tigers. 5 goals, 3-33 to Boat Harbour. 2 points the difference. Fine example there of how to kick a goal into a breeze, keep the ball fairly low, and it should cut through the breeze quite well.
He's a very intelligent shot for goal, Andrew. He really thinks about his game, and
Understandable why he kicked 40 goals for the season.
Yes, yes. He's the man that is probably most capable of kicking a winning score for Boat Harbour.
Well, no one really got an effective tap from the middle, so the ball will be bounced down again, slightly in favour of Boat Harbour. Tossed up this time. No one really winning the tap again. Adrian Hall breaks clear, kicks it to the forward flank.
Jason Beswick loses his footing. And
battle between Beswick and Cameron. Beswick wins out and passes on
Adrian
the ball,
Hall
but a terrible kick.
Straight out the full. He had a real chance there to set something up, and
very sloppy disposal that time. Peter Marshall giving a few instructions. Kick to be taken by Con Donnelly. No one's making a lead, so he'll be kicking to a fairly congested back line.
The Tiger runner gets in the way there, but a good mark to Peter Marshall.
It's been paid the other way.
Paid the other way. I couldn't.
Very lucky that time, Brooklyn Tigers.
Yes, I thought that was a little bit unfortunate for Blues, because I thought Peter Marshall had the best of that.
Definitely did take the mark, but umpire saw it differently.
Yeah, well, that's what.
Rodney Wright trying to follow on from the tap. Stacks on the mill, but Phil Messenger breaks free. No. Tackled high and will take the free kick.
Rod Cornish receives well, and
he'll probably kick this.
No, he's missed it.
Blazes away again and a behind.
He's letting his side down a little bit.
He's more than likely to kick the goal on the run than sometimes from the set shot.
I think at half-time, I think Coach Wayne Blazley will be having a word with Rodney, tell him to just have a bit more of a look. And
I think both coaches will probably talk about trying to keep the forward lines uncrowded, because at the moment, both Boat Harbour and Brooklyn, when the ball goes forward, it's very congested, making it hard to score.
Free kick there to Adrian Hall, who's being held on to. It comes down to Andrew Miller, who's clear, so he breaks away.
Andrew McLaren's got the run of the ball here, goes to tap it on.
Good tap on, and the ball
still has the run of the ball.
Good play there by Andrew McLaren to keep the ball on the forward line. It could have quite easily come back.
An ugly pack, so the ball will be bounced by Blair Davis.
It's not really a lot of wind advantage, would you think? Or?
I don't think the wind's playing that big a factor in the game so far, because scoring has been successful at either end of the ground.
Yes.
Brian Cameron kicked forward, but Adrian Hall has the ball now, kicking it forward for Boat Harbour. The centre half forward, and Peter Marshall has the ball. Had to stretch for that grab.
There's two ruckmen at full stretch there, and Peter Marshall just had the longer reach.
Goes for a short pass for the lead,
Jason
and it's
Beswick.
been taken.
Yes, Jason Beswick on the lead there.
Crowd starting to get a little bit more vocal now, and a good crowd too at the Wynyard Footy Ground.
Yes.
I'd say the Northwest Christian Amateur Football League hierarchy would be very pleased with the attendance.
Yeah, there seems to be a good crowd around, and quite a bit of noise from the vocal supporters, which is good.
Jason Beswick's shot on goal will be about from 35 metres.
Tends to take his time, Jason.
It's a pretty good looking kick.
It's a good kick, yes. That's a goal to Blues. That's two.
Boat Harbour have the lead for the first time in the game.
Jason has kicked a goal in every match that he's played this year, and he's missed 2 matches, but every game that he has actually taken the field, he has kicked goals. So
looks as though Leslie Roberts-Thompson's on the ground.
Yes, it'll be interesting to see how he goes. He hasn't played for a while, and see how he fits into the team.
He was interchanged for Wilson.
Right. I'm a bit surprised at that. I thought maybe Jamie Butcher might have been interchanged, but I guess that...
Jason Beswick has 2 goals now.
Yes, Jason has 2, and Andrew McLaren has 2, and singles to Adrian Hall and Rodney Atkinson.
The main goal scorers for the Brooklyn Tigers. Paul Trenham, 1 goal. Dale Highland, 1 goal. Faulkner, 1 goal. Kingston, also 1 goal. And they've kicked 5, so there must be 1 other somewhere.
Bevan French?
Bevan French, also 1 goal.
Ball down in the middle again, and comes out to Bevan French. Oh, there's a push out.
Good use of the body by Trenham. Runs past centre half forward and boots to full forward. Don Zylstra should take this.
Front, yeah.
Had to sit, was well
Don's
clear.
first kick, I reckon, wouldn't it?
Silly play there by Bolton of Boat Harbour. Pushed Zylstra over, who was standing close to the mark.
I think we can nearly mark that one down.
Yes, Bolton, I should say, pushed Gary Kingston over, who was standing close to the mark, and Zylstra will kick right on the goal line almost. And the umpire straightening him up, so decreasing any angle that there was. Kicked a goal. Bob Ferguson certainly would be furious with that. After Boat Harbour got the lead for the first time in the game.
Well, that's twice the Blues backline have done silly things like that. Look, Tony Smith did one a while ago, and Ian Bolton then. And if they're going to win this game, they've got to
runner Brad Hansen's gone straight out to Bolton.
And I think he's coming off. I think he's going to bring him off. That's good coaching. I think that's good coaching, to bring a bloke straight off after he's made a mistake like that and have a word with him before.
Off he comes and on goes Dunham.
The ball back in the middle, Adrian Hall bringing it out of the middle, but Matty Ferguson's got the sit there, but Blue Atkinson, no,
but it's out of bounds. The score at the moment is Brooklyn Tigers 6 goals 6-42 to Boat Harbour 6-3-39. Even though the scoreboard, I think they may not have a 4 and a 2.
They've got 5. They haven't changed the bottom part.
No, I don't think they've got a 4 and a 2 at the moment. So 6-6-42 to 6-3-39. They've gone to sleep in the scoreboard.
I think they've forgotten to change the bottom part of the scoreboard.
Out of bounds again, the forward pocket area for Boat Harbour. Fairly expansive pockets here at the Wynyard ground because it's such a wide ground.
I think the runners are going to be tired by the end of the day. I see Robbie Rosendale going out there again.
They have been very busy so far.
Yes.
Bevan French has the ball from the throw-in, touches it down once and puts his kick
straight
towards
to
the wings.
Potts.
Bradley Potts has played a fairly solid game so far for Boat Harbour. Kicks towards the flank.
Peter Marshall.
High flyers needed, but Peter Marshall couldn't take the mark. I think that was Palmer moved the ball forward. Blue Atkinson on to McLaren. Good play, and McLaren has kicked a goal.
Kicks his third.
3 goals to Andrew McLaren. Boat Harbour have the lead again by 2 points. 7 goals, 3-45.
Is that the first time they've been in front?
No, they took the lead 2 or 3 minutes ago.
That's right, yeah. Oh, yes, they did too, of course.
Brooklyn Tigers, 6 goals, 6-42. Although the scoreboard now has them 6-6-43, so they're trying to play tricks on us this afternoon.
Yes.
But 6-6 is 42 and 7-3 is 45, so it's Boat Harbour by 2 points. Peter Dixon puts the ball down in the middle, having a bit of trouble bouncing the ball today.
Yes.
Julian French gets the tap, but it goes forward. Marcus Rosetto spills what he should have taken.
Yes, he's been doing that a lot this year. He gets the first grab quite easily a lot of times, but doesn't go on with it. Here's Les Roberts-Thompson, slips over.
Bevan French gets a scrambly kick to it. And it's half-time in the Northwest Christian Football League Grand Final. Brooklyn Tigers and Boat Harbour. Sees Boat Harbour leading by 2 points, 7 goals, 3-45 to 6 goals, 6-42.
Yes, a good half of football, and it's going to be a close game right through. And some good players there. Andrew McLaren with his 3 goals is really probably the best on the ground at this stage.
Certainly is. Dean Walker was a little bit quiet that quarter, so Andrew McLaren would be taking the vote so far.
Yes, I think Andrew would be the best on the ground at this stage.
The main goal scorers for the Boat Harbour team, Andrew McLaren 3 goals, Jason Beswick 2 and Blue Atkinson 1 goal. And for Brooklyn Tigers, Bevan French has 1 goal, Paul Trenham 1, Dale Highland 1, Faulkner 1 and Kingston 1. So single goal kickers for the Brooklyn side. Yes,
I think that's a telling point too, that the Tigers haven't got any one forward that seems to be dominating their forward line, and unless Don Zylstra or Gary Kingston can get in there and get a few goals, I think they could be wanting at the end.
I think the main trouble that both sides will have to work on in the second half, if they hope to win this game and win it by a decisive margin, is to open up their forward lines.
Jason Beswick, have a run. See you at time. Right, the runners are ready to start. David Cobbing there is ready to send them on their way. We have Kim Reid, number 35 for Tigers, Mark Spur, 13 for City Warriors, and number 14 is Neville Jones for City Warriors. Right, we have Neville Jones out in front from Kim Reid, Mark Spur coming third. At this stage, they're stretching out over the back straight there now. Neville Jones does a slight lead on Kim Reid, who's moving up with Mark Spur running a little bit wider on the side there. Just give them a cheer as they come around. Start cheering your side on. Mark Spur's had a big sprint there. He's gone to the front. Are they going to catch him? Neville Jones is starting to get a little bit tailed off there. Kim Reid's trying to catch up to Mark Spur. I think Mark might have it. Come on, cheer them on as they come up the straight here. Give them a cheer. Mark Spur's stretching them out. Stretching them out now. Neville Jones is tailed off. Kim Reid, I think Mark Spur's got it. Give him a hand. Give him a hand, ladies and gentlemen. That's the third year in a row, I think, that City Warriors have won this race. Mark Spur, I think, victorious last year as well. So, now, I don't know whether there's any ladies about or not. Any ladies around for the ladies' race? Looks like the ladies' race probably is not going to happen, unfortunately. Unless we've got some runners. Have we got some runners for the ladies' race?